June is Dairy Month, and I couldn't think of a more appropriate guest to have with us today than someone coming from the dairy industry. Our guest is Joan Behr, Director of Corporate Communication and Brand Management from the Foremost Farms USA organization, which is one of the top 100 food and beverage manufacturers in the U.S. Joan, it's just a pleasure having you with us as our guest on Directional Motivation today.
Well, thank you, Russ.
Joan, could you tell us a little bit about Foremost Farms? I know that many of our listeners may not have a lot of knowledge about your organization.
I would be happy to. Foremost Farms USA is a dairy cooperative, and we process milk that is marketed to our organization from dairy farmers who own our company. We take their milk and add value to it by making it into cheese, butter, a variety of whey ingredients, and then some of that milk is also marketed in bulk form, fluid form, to other milk bottlers. Our members are from the upper Midwest and from what some people refer to as the Middle East part of the United States. They come from the 7 states of Wisconsin, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, and Michigan. So the milk more in the Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin area comes to our processing facilities in Minnesota and Wisconsin. The milk in the states of Indiana, Michigan, and Ohio is marketed to fluid milk marketers who package it and market it in that part of the United States. Our members last year marketed about 6 billion pounds of milk, and that's a lot of milk.
That is a lot.
We use probably about 70% of it or so to manufacture cheese, which makes us a very major cheese processor in the United States. Last year, we made over 500 million pounds of cheese, so that's maybe about 1.5 pounds per person in the U.S.
Wow.
And the sale of cheese, whey products, and butter generated about $1.6 billion in revenue for our company. So our sales dollars make us about the 21st largest dairy food processor in the U.S., and in terms of our milk volume, we're the 8th largest dairy cooperative in the U.S.
And you know, you're kind of under the radar a little bit, so to speak, because a lot of people don't know about you.
That's very true. A consumer can't walk into a grocery store and find Foremost Farms USA cheese or butter. Instead, our manufacturing and marketing model is that we custom manufacture dairy products for customers who oftentimes have a global presence. So we are the supplier of cheese, butter, and whey ingredients to many of the major food brand names that you would see in the grocery store.
Very, very interesting. So I know that you have kind of what people would describe as a unique culture. Could you maybe talk about that type of culture and why industry talks about it being so unique?
Well, our culture is probably unique, first of all, because we are a cooperative. We're owned by dairy farmers, and we've been around as Foremost Farms since 1995, but actually our roots go back further than that, probably to the 1890s, because Foremost Farms has evolved from a number of mergers and acquisitions of dairy cooperatives that have taken place since the late 1890s. And because of our agricultural roots, many of our employees come from farm families who perhaps even marketed their milk through our cooperative or predecessor cooperatives. We have a lot of veteran employees, and by that I mean we have a very stable workforce. Many of our employees have been with us for longer than 10 years. We even have employees who have been with us and are still working for us for 40 and 45 years. Wow. And that brings a lot of continuity in terms of our manufacturing practices, in terms of the stability we bring to our customers, the pride in the workmanship of our products, and I think because we have been so well established, we also have a lot of integrity, particularly with the buyers of our products and with our sister cooperatives and with fellow dairy processors that we compete with in the marketplace. Today, we work very, very hard on attracting employees who share those same values. We have a good Midwest work ethic, I think, and solid, honest employees, and we look for that in future employees because we want that reputation to carry us forward. And we strive as a business, I think, to continuously improve our processes, to strive for operational excellence and innovation in the products we produce and the services we can offer to our members, to our customers, and even to our employees.
Sure. You know, you mentioned kind of the cross-section of employees that you have working for you, and as many as 40 and 45-year veterans with you. As a young person, you know, maybe just graduating, what would you see the advantage for them coming aboard with your organization?
Well, I think if an individual is interested in a stable work environment, we bring that quality, I think, to a potential hire. They have the opportunity to learn from master cheesemakers who have been educated and certified in the products that we're manufacturing and bringing to the marketplace. We're also realizing that if we want to succeed in the future, we need to have fresh blood, new minds, new ideas. That's how we're going to continuously improve our processes, and I think there's a place for those fresh ideas in our business. Also, I guess if a young person just graduating is looking for a company that is going to be here for the long haul, they can look to Foremost Farms for that. We feel there's tremendous potential for the products we manufacture. American-style cheese, Italian-style cheese, whey products. They're nutritious, they're healthful, they offer great sources of protein, and that's what tomorrow's consumer is looking for. We all need to eat, and as our population grows worldwide, Foremost Farms wants to be a part of feeding that populace, and we feel we've got great products to offer the marketplace.
Mm-hmm. You've mentioned several times in our conversations you love to grow talent. Can you talk about the growing of talent, maybe your internship program, and how somebody would apply if they would have an interest in an internship program of this kind, if they're in college presently? How would they go about that? Tell us a little bit about your program.
Foremost Farms grows talent by attending career fairs and getting word out to some of the colleges and universities such as the University of Wisconsin-Madison, South Dakota State University, the University of Minnesota, even Iowa State University, places that have strong food technology programs, because we're looking for interns who are looking to get experience in the quality of dairy products or even manufacturing of dairy products. We're currently looking for someone in the engineering side of our business, an intern, to work with our engineers on updating some of our plants and some of their processes. We have hired numerous interns who have proven to us that they have great skill sets in those areas that I just mentioned. We've brought them into the fold. They are now full-time employees contributing to our company, and we feel that growing talent through those internship programs is paying dividends long-term for our company. We realize that in the next 5 to 10 years, we are going to see some significant retirement levels in our organization, so we have to start now to develop that talent to replace the minds that are going to be going on into retirement and starting the next portion of their lives.
Mm-hmm. That's an issue that many employers across the nation are seeing, where you have the veteran employees that are going to be retiring, that type of thing. And so organizations that are growing, such as yours, the timing could be really good for college students coming in, internship programs showing their stuff, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that we do at Directional Motivation is we give scholarships to college kids, and a lot of individuals don't realize that as well. And I know that you've gotten a little opportunity to work with us both on client staffing solutions, which is our recruiting arm, and then also the Directional Motivation side, which is designed to help people in their career progression. What are your thoughts with regards to Directional Motivation and your interactions that you've had with us to this point?
Well, Directional Motivation, I think, shares similar business values to Foremost Farms, similar business philosophies, and Directional Motivation has helped some of our employees improve their careers through the educational materials that are offered online, and also through books and other resources. Also, there are great scholarship opportunities offered by Directional Motivation to help individuals advance in their careers, or help individuals who are looking to advance in their careers through working on a bachelor's program or a master's program while being employed at Foremost Farms. So those types of educational materials offered by Directional Motivation also tie into some of the benefits that Foremost Farms offers, because we too have funds available to help people further their education, get additional degrees, and also attend conferences and workshops where they can advance in their careers and contribute further to the company.
Mm-hmm. Very, very good. Well, Joan, I want to thank you today. We love working with your organization as well. How can people find out more about the opportunities that your group provides?
Those who would be interested in learning more about Foremost Farms are invited to visit our website. It's foremostfarms.com. Our career opportunities are always available out there. We also have a Facebook page. So search for us on Facebook. There we also speak to the career opportunities we offer. And in both areas you can learn more about our business, the products we manufacture, and our vision for the future.
Joan, I've really enjoyed it. Our guest today has been Joan Behr, Director of Corporate Communication and Brand Management for the Foremost Farms USA Group. And Joan's going to be our guest in the coming months as we talk about different things that are going on within the Foremost organization, that type of thing. And so, Joan, it's been an absolute pleasure having you with us today, and we look forward to hearing more in our upcoming conversations with you.
Well, thank you, Russ, for the opportunity to share information about our organization. It's been a pleasure for me as well.
Mm-hmm. Can you give the site information one more time?
Our listeners can visit foremostfarms.com or visit our Facebook page by searching for Foremost Farms USA.
Very good. Well, Joan, we thank you, and we look forward to having you back.
Thank you, Russ.